Now then YouTube, I'm the Soft Man and welcome back to another episode of Transport Fever. Train Fever is a completely different game. Right guys, we have Wongerage. We've got Wongerage, and we are debt free as well to boot, and I managed to get a nice little achievement for being debt free and having $1 million in the bank. That's how well we are doing at the moment. Now the only issues that I'm having, guys, are Tamworth is not keeping up to the amount of people I can put onto this train. And nowadays, neither is Warminster, which is growing at one unbelievable rate. Look at the 377. We're trying to do very well, but unfortunately, look, Warminster to Tamworth, 86. This guy here can't fit 86 people on. So we're going to have to sort that out. Has reached its lifetime and should be replaced. Oh no! Well, that's actually very good for us. Because, guys, we are going to get up this line manager here. It's done really, really well for us. It really has done really well. But it's time that we got a new one. So, what we're going to do is we'll let him drop off his people and let him come back to here. And unfortunately, this young man is going to be retiring 25 years after it first came into onto the tracks, onto the railway. Unfortunately, it's time for it to hang up its boots, or hang up its wheels, so to speak. So we'll let this go over to the train station, so we can drop it off, get its final little bit of Wongerage, and send it back. 383, it's by far the one that earns me the most money. Melton Mowbray is certainly getting there, and will get there over time, but for the moment, it is certainly awesome. So, let's go into normal mode here. Oh, look at them all waiting, but little do they know, when that's dropped off, ching, money received, now it's going to go to the depot. None of these people are going to get picked up. I'm quite alright with that one, and we'll just wait for that to go into the depot, because what I wanted to do was change this train anyway to a more recent train, and we've got some more passenger carriages, guys. This one is mainly for freight trains. You can see it's got a massive amount of pulling power. I've changed the top speeds, guys, so I can see what in miles per hour it is. Much easier. So this can go 28 miles an hour. So really, these guys are so close to each other that that really the running costs, they're just not worth doing that. You might as well just keep that guy running. However, are we going to go for another one of them before the other trains come in? What's its power? That's got massive amounts more power. And the Bavarian car, which is the new one, is heavier. It does carry more people, though, and its lifespan is 30 years. All of these lifespans are 30 years. And that guy's only been going for 25, so, oh well, never mind. What we'll do then, guys, is that little guy's coming. He'll be in about 20 years. In about 20 years. So Borsig, we'll might as well get this guy. He can pull a lot more, so we'll get that one, and we will get the Bavarian cars now. 8, 16, so that's 32, 40, 48, 48, 56. Whoa, me maths. Oh, it's down there, look, 64, 72. And we haven't got enough money to be able to get any more. But that's absolutely fine. What we'll do is we'll tell him to get on the Warminster Tamworth line. And he will now go. So we spent $1 million on that train, renewing that train, getting it back up. So what we'll do is we'll fast forward time. I think he's actually waiting for the other one to come down. It's got a massive amount of profit, look. I don't know how it's managed to do that. It's only been alive a month and it hasn't even gone to a train station yet. It's got loads of profit. I think it goes by the line rather than the vehicle. I'm not entirely sure. Probably, because this one goes by the entire line, doesn't it? So, never mind. Well, we managed to get 265k back from selling that train and a brand new one. Let's go and take a closer look. A brand new one is out. Oh my god, look at it, guys. It looks amazing. Look at that trim. It's just so shiny. Get out of the way, you, so I can see. In fact, let me click that so I can actually get in and see. Oh my goodness, look at that. That is quality. Absolute quality. Right, that is going to go do its line. It'll take a while for them to catch back up and, you know, so on and so forth. But it's going well. Now, Tamworth train station to the industrial, that's been going 19 years. And it looks like it's okay. It looks like it's doing well with the amount of buses that it's got. Let's have a look. 1,000... It's not as good as what the Warminster one is. I think we might just get rid of all of these buses, change them to some new ones, like what we've done with over here. So it's time to renew everything, although we really do need to wait for the money. Now, it's interesting to note that this guy is only going 25 miles an hour, and his top speed is 28. So this guy, well, he can take 72 passengers, so he can already take exactly the same amount as what it used to be. Don't you just love this, guys? You can just visually see it growing over time. So 378 people now at Warminster. Now let's fast forward things anyway. Let him get back to his train station. And of course, Melton Mowbray to Warminster is doing very well as well. It is doing very well as well. So it was a good idea to miss out that entire hill there, because that would have cost an absolute arm and a leg. It seems to be keeping up well with the amount of people as well. Let me have a quick look. So 36, 37 waiting, so it is keeping up well. When that gets way too much for me to cope with, then of course I will add more onto there. Now I'm wondering if we get Earl Shilton next, or if we go to Beblington. Beblington does look bigger, that's 212, and Earl Shilton is 160, so there's more people to be transferring around the place over there. Or we could, of course, we could get Marlborough into Melton Mowbray. But it's going well. It's going well, though. Oh, and this is really... The Tamworth Industrial Estate line is taking a hit. And that's mainly because nothing's dropping off over here. He took all the people. 72 to be precise. How many have we got waiting to go over there? 79. Steam tram. Oh, we've got trams available, guys. Is it worth getting into a tram? We're going to have to sort some of these out. Right, you go to the depot. You to the depot. We'll take 2 off the line. Sell you. We'll take another one off. We'll see how that affects things. We won't have as much going out, and we'll hopefully get some more coming in once that train starts to arrive. But we do need to upgrade all of these anyway. So why don't we just go ahead and send them all to the depot. Right, I've done 3 ones so far because I want to see how it does. So Tamworth Industrial Estate, and they are now off. Let's go and industrial estate, if you can call it an industrial estate. I mean, I suppose you could, because all the industry is like in one place. That's quite good actually. But oh, look at this, guys, that's great. We'll see how those 3 go, and we'll take it from there. I've just noticed, guys, there's a really nice triangle worth of stuff here. So this guy can go ahead, he can take this and drop it off here to make the oil, and then pick up the oil straight away, move it over to here to drop off to, you know, make the plastic. The only issue is taking and making something with the plastic, because of course you need to mix the plastic with planks or steel. Oh no, you don't, just planks to make the goods that the towns need. So that is an issue at the moment. That is an issue, because we've got nowhere that makes planks. But it's best really to get a line of stuff. So you've got a few oil carts on there, and a few other like, you know, ones that can take oil. I think they're both the same cart though, so they will drop off and they will pick up, and they will drop off, pick up the plastics, and then it means that of course there's not one leg where he goes back to pick some more up that he comes back that's going to be full of running costs and no profit in there. So that's something to think about. Now, this one's not a too bad one either, I've just seen here. This one actually creates grain and also livestock. And this one will take grain and also livestock and produce food. And then, of course, you can take the food over to Tamworth and then feed that into Tamworth as well. So that's another option going forwards. But I don't really want to start messing around with doing the goods just yet. I want to start getting some more passenger lines in. And, you know, making Warminster the actual centre of everything, because this is amazing. If we were to, you know, by the way, guys, if we were to upgrade this to 3 tracks, we'd end up removing 6 buildings by doing that. It would be nice eventually to do that, because I want to get Bebington into this this little triangle that we've got going on here. So Melton Mowbray looks like it's actually increasing. It's got 9% on the thing, so that's pretty poor at the moment. But it doesn't look too bad. Beblington into Warminster, I think, will be a decent line. We might even have to use, if we can, this line, because I don't want to start creating yet another line. But the only thing is, of course, then you're getting into all the train signalling and stuff like that, and I'm not entirely sure how to do that. But this little guy, if he thinks that there's nothing, that there's something on the line up here, it will just stop all the way down there, and that is really annoying. I don't know if they've actually fixed that for the release, but that is really, really annoying if that is the case, if that still is the case. Because what I would like to do is maybe join it into here, and have just this little stretch that's shared by the 2 trains. And then basically what it means is this train comes along and waits here for it to, you know, finish there, then go back out, and then of course that will do it. Because I can't have it waiting miles away, because there's just no point, it's a waste of time. So I'm really not sure. I'm not sure on how I want to do it. I wonder if that's the case. Let's go ahead and start making it. So Bebington, let's get a train line in there. Wow, that would delete quite a lot of buildings, but I mean, it pretty much covers the entire town. That would be really good to have. But unfortunately, it's 1.9 million. I think we might be able to make it a little bit cheaper by just extending this road. Let me just put it on normal at the moment. Just extend this road up. So 2 buildings will be removed. That'd be 403,000. And then if we get the train station in just there, that would be cheaper. Only just, but it would be cheaper and get everything in. Can we turn this slightly so that we're not getting so many? In fact, hold up a minute. I might be able to extend that just a little bit more outside here. And then have that, whoops, it's the wrong button. And have that turned around so that it doesn't do any buildings, yet it keeps all of that. Can I turn it just a little bit more? No. And then just have it going out the side, the end there. So what we'll do is we'll plant that there, and that is Bebington Station, and that will be hooked up to Warminster, and this thing's going to be, Warminster is going to be the town. This is going to be where everything is. This is going to be amazing. And there we go. That is now connected. Now we've got a bit of a raised part here, but we should be okay. I would rather have that followed the road, followed the floor, to be honest. But never mind. It's pretty much a straight shot all the way through. No messing around in here. No messing around. And now we can go ahead and add another one to the line. So I think what we'll do is we'll make another depot, this time on this particular line, just outside here. That should be fine. And then we'll get a train on this line here. So we might as well just go straight into it, guys, with one of the Borsigs. I know it costs more, but we've got more coming in now, so we should be fine. We're going to buy that, and also we're going to start with just go straight into a Bavarian car. So we're going to get just a couple of these, 16, and that is going to be practically it for the moment. We're going to set a line, so it's going to be a new line, this one. I can't wait, guys. This is going to be awesome. From Warminster up to Bebington Station. So that one is going to be No, it's not. We'll do Bebington to Warminster. Although it's Warminster Bebington, but never mind, it'll be fine. So that's that done, and a new line has been put in. So we'll see how that affects this other train from Melton Mowbray. It's going down at the moment, so I don't think it's going to affect it much at all. But Bebington, guys. Bebington. It's going to be awesome. That'll be it. That'll be ace. Right, we'll just see how that pans out. Now, the Melton Mowbray has set off. And the Bebington is still on the line. Oh, it's gone now. It should be okay, and it shouldn't keep them from, you know, going down here. I mean, the one most at risk, I think, is Bebington because it's a shorter line. Let's have a look at the way that you do that. I don't know. Is there a way? I thought you could put like train signals and stuff up. Can you not do that? I could swear. There we are. Look. So used as a normal path signal to regulate traffic or as a one-way signal. There's a waypoint used for rerouting a line. Can be added to a line like a station. What? See, I don't know. I've never played with any of these. So do you just do that? Or, like, is it just a path signal used as a normal path signal to regulate traffic? I have no idea how that actually works. I really don't have a clue. I'll have to look up a tutorial or something on that because I really don't know what that's meant to do. But the one from Bebington, see, this is what I mean. It's now stopped. And that's because it thinks that something is on the line. But it's not. I wish it would just carry on down here and then stop here. Why does it stop all the way back there? And this is what makes me think that it's got something to do with these, but I have no idea what the hell I'm doing. I really don't know. Because there's so much time that's being wasted by this guy just being sat up here doing nothing. Let's try it. Let's just put one of these down. So, what way do you put it? Is it that way? No, it can't be. Is it on this side of the track? Right, will that help? I mean, that has started going, but the Melton Mowbray one is now past there. So I'm just wondering if that is the case. That there's a signal there. If I put a signal there as well, will that actually help? I don't know. I am just absolutely kicking in the dark here, guys. I have no clue what those do. We will soon find out, I suppose. Oh, you just got to love it when you see, oh, this is the hub. This is literally everything. This is quality. We're missing some people out here. So eventually what we'll do is we'll get a tram station that goes all the way around, including this little area right here, and we'll just get people moving. Oh, I missed it, whether or not that actually helped. I don't think it does. I think it may be the other one. It can be added to a line like a station. So in other words, it'll stop there and wait. I think that's what it means. I don't think these are helped. I think these are used for like one way, it says. So it says. Anyway. Right, let's get in here and bulldoze this bloody thing. Let's try them out, shall we? Because this seems more like it, because you can put it on any set, you know, it's on both sides. So we'll put that there, and we'll put that there. That's surely got to help it. I could be completely wrong, guys. We'll soon find out anyway with this guy up here. Because he is just about to go onto this bit of track here. So please tell me it'll work. Oh, they've stopped again. Why? Why though? Why stop there? Stop down here. It just makes no sense. Unless I'm doing something completely wrong with this. Waypoint, look. So it can be added like a station, can it? I wonder if... Let's go to this thing here. And let's edit its line. So... Can we edit the line though, please? Is that a thing that we can do? Here we go. Right, the Bebington Warminster. Basically, we're going to add a station. If we select this, we can add a station in between these. So we're going to add a station... We're going to add that one right there, the Warminster Waypoint. Now that, I would think, will work. Oh, no, hang on a minute. It's going the other way around. Can we remove that one? Remove. After the Bebington, we'll add a station. We'll add that one. So after Bebington, it'll come to here, then to Warminster, and then go back up to Bebington. I would think that that one will then work like that. And, of course, we'll need to do it with the Melton Mowbray as well. So Melton Mowbray to Warminster... So Melton Mowbray, we'll add a station, we'll add that one right there. So that should allow that to happen. Should. We'll keep an eye on it and see what happens though. So the Melton Mowbray one is just going out. I think it's too late though to make sure that this actually works. No, it's still stopping down there. I can see it. Why are you doing that? Look, that's a waypoint. So it should be doing that and then going to the waypoint straight away and then to Warminster. That is so annoying. Because there's just no way of sorting that out unless you get 3 tracks at Warminster. And that would cost an absolute arm and a leg. There's no way I'd be able to afford to do that. Look at how many people. 145 people. Warminster to Tamworth. That is a crazy amount of people right there. I think we can stick another carriage on that guy anyway. We've got plenty of money to do so. So we'll wait for him to come past and then I'll put another one on him. Yeah, it's just not working, look, guys. See, this is not how it works. This is literally not how real-life trains work. Of course, when it comes to a station like that and they need to wait to get in, they wait at the signals outside of the actual town. That's what happens. Right. Well, anyways, guys, let's go ahead and add some more to this guy here. Bavarian car. I think we can stick another couple on there, actually. Right. Go. And he's off again. And for these lines, I might as well take that out because it's really just not working. Guys, I think I'm going to go for it. I'm going to upgrade it to 3 tracks now. How much is this going to cost? 7 buildings will disappear. It's going to cost 802,000. We can increase the platform length if we so wish. But second street connection? Oh, it wouldn't get that much more people in there. It would actually cost less. Wait, hold up. I don't want a second. We'll just go with that, guys. And we'll apply that. So now we've got a 3rd rail line on here. That is absolutely amazing. So what we want to do is try to make our way out of the city. With some actual tracks would do well. Oh, this is going to cost a fortune. And we'll try to keep it next to this as possible. It's actually worked out quite well because the houses have been moved, obviously, for the addition of the other one. But what we'll do is we'll leave that running, actually, at the moment. Because what we'll have to do is we'll have to do one mighty little curl around. No, one mighty curl round on this one. Now what I want it to do is something like that. Wait, it was there a minute ago. Something like that, but I don't want it to cross train lines like that. I do not want it to cross train lines. How does one make a bridge over it? Let's try this again. So it was something like that. And then, can we just raise it? Right, there we go. No, it's just not working like that. Okay. I can't raise it anymore. Unless, the easiest way of doing this, guys, would probably be... Oh, I'll have to wait for the Melton Mowbray. Is to use this as the Melton Mowbray line. So we'll take that down like that. And then what we'll do, when this guy's finished... Well, when this guy's through here, actually, it might make more sense. So, bang, bang, much like that. And then this little guy will go into there. And this little guy will go into there. What do you mean there's a collision? Don't with that rubbish. There we go. And that is that sorted. So now Bedworth, or whatever it is, fucking name is, they've got their own little thing. Let's also delete this because it's not doing what it should do anyway. And there we go. It's got its own line now, guys. It's got its own line. It should be quite happy with itself. But apparently not. Oh, that's because Melton Mowbray's on the wrong line, isn't it now? Okay. Well, let us just do this, look. There you are. Now you can switch train tracks. Actually, that's not a bad idea. Because that would always mean That there'd have been one spare. When there's 3 train tracks, that is. You can just switch the train tracks, train lines. So we'll wait for the Melton Mowbrays to go out. There we go. And then that little bit of track will probably be never used again. I suppose that might be useful, the crisscrossing of the tracks and stuff, when there's a bit more. So when there's like 2 stations in here, you can crisscross the tracks and then have them join to other tracks, so that they can, when there's one free, it will go into there instead of using that. So there'll be always 2 going in at once. But that should be good, guys. That's now working fine. But with all that messing around, we've got a deficit to claw back. We will do at some stage soon. We will. Is that actually getting like full now? 14 of 88. Are you kidding me? How come there's so little people going over to Tamworth nowadays? I mean, literally, there is so little amount of people going to Tamworth. I'm coming back from Tamworth, to be fair. Was it because we've messed around with the lines towards Melton Mowbray? It might be, guys. It might be. But here he comes. Here's the little guy. Dropping me off some Wongridge. 50,000. Picking up its people. So Bebington. Oh, look at that. We're actually down quite a lot on people going to Bebington. But hopefully that'll be able to sort itself out now. There'll be no messing around, no waiting around. That's brilliant. But anyway, that's going to be it for the end of this episode, guys. We've got Bebington on the line as well now. And we'll see how things go in the future. But for the moment, it's looking good. Anyways, until next time, I've been the Toff Man. Thank you very much for watching. And as always, stay safe.